Il y a bien longtemps, dans une galaxie lointaine, très lointaine, enfin, à vrai dire, juste de l'autre côté de la Manche, il y avait une ville du nom de New Haven qui faisait la fierté de ses habitants. Ce port entretenait depuis longtemps des relations étroites avec la ville de Dieppe, autre port situé de l'autre côté de la Manche. New Haven avait joué un noble rôle durant la Première Guerre mondiale en envoyant équipements et marchandises outre-Manche pour aider l'armée britannique à combattre aux côtés de ses frères français afin de préserver la liberté de leur pays. 24 ans plus tard, des soldats canadiens stationnèrent à New Haven avant de traverser la Manche pour se rendre sur les plages de Dieppe où ils périrent par milliers. Le débarquement eut lieu 2 ans après. Des troupes encore plus nombreuses partirent de New Haven pour libérer la France au jour J. Les habitants de New Haven étaient fiers de vivre dans un port doté d'une riche histoire. Ils étaient fiers de la liaison par ferry avec Dieppe. Ils aimaient leur port, ils aimaient leur ferry, ils aimaient vivre à New Haven. Mais ce qu'ils aimaient par-dessus tout, c'était la magnifique plage de sable à l'intérieur du port. Toutes les plages voisines étaient couvertes de galets peu accueillants, tandis que la belle plage de New Haven était tapissée d'un joli sable fin. Dans les eaux calmes et peu profondes du port, des générations d'enfants apprenaient à nager. Tout l'été, les habitants de New Haven profitaient des joies de la plage. Ils nageaient, construisaient des châteaux de sable, jouaient au cricket et pique-niquaient. En hiver, ils y promenaient leurs chiens et y faisaient voler leurs cerfs-volants. Les habitants de New Haven n'avaient pour la plupart pas les moyens de partir en vacances dans des pays exotiques très loin de chez eux. Puis, les temps ont changé. Les navires de commerce se firent rares dans le port. La liaison par ferry Dieppe-New Haven devint déficitaire et les perspectives s'assombrirent. Les habitants de New Haven se mirent à redouter l'interruption de la traversée en ferry, à craindre que leur ville perde son identité et que le port meure. Mais voilà qu'en plein marasme surgirent de l'autre côté de la mer de fantastiques héros qui vinrent à la rescousse. Ils proposèrent de sauver les ferries et d'acheter le port. Les habitants de New Haven furent enchantés de voir arriver ces sauveurs français. Ils s'attendirent à un bel avenir pour leur ville et pensèrent vivre heureux avec leurs amis français pour toujours. Mais un jour, la situation bascula. Les merveilleux héros français se tournèrent vers le côté obscur de la force. Ils refusèrent de comprendre à quel point les habitants de New Haven aimaient leurs belles plages de sable. Ils érigèrent une grande barrière pour empêcher les habitants de New Haven de venir sur la plage. Et les habitants de New Haven sombrèrent dans un profond chagrin. Cette vidéo a été réalisée par les habitants de New Haven afin de vous expliquer ce que nous ressentons. New Haven doit probablement vous paraître comme une galaxie très lointaine. Mais notre histoire n'est pas le fait d'un fantasme dramatique à déguster dans une salle de cinéma le samedi soir. Nous sommes de vraies personnes, avec de vrais sentiments, tout comme vous. Et la plage nous est importante. C'est ce que nous sommes venus vous dire. Expliquez-moi comment ça se passait autrefois et pourquoi la plage est si importante pour vous.
Well, it's important to me because I was on that beach every year since 1948 until I left town. was always busy, and it was where everybody met after school, after work.
It's one of my favourite times when I was a child. I used to come down in the evenings and the weekends and play down here on the sand. Like, I remember the amusements as well, and going on the little rides with the candy floss and the ice creams. It'd be one of my favourite times of my childhood.
Used to come down with grandparents, with my mum. Used to have ice cream over there, little rides to go on, and just a bit of fun for summertime, really.
My middle son's autistic, and this beach has only one access. It's gentle, sloping. It's not a sudden drop like either side. On the Stony Beach, it's a sudden drop into the water, so it's dangerous for children. And he was able to run around this beach and be free, with knowing that he was safe, and I knew that he was safe and secure. And it was lovely to know that he had a safe environment that he could play around in, and now he hasn't gone any longer.
Well, I actually started coming down here as a little boy in the 1950s. My dad used to bring me down, and we used to fish on the breakwater, and then I'd play on the beach, and there were amusements, and we'd go and have food and drink in the cafe. So it was a really special place to come, and you know, particularly as a little kid. And I just think nowadays, all of those other little kids that don't get the opportunity to play on the beach like I did and to go on the breakwater.
So we'd be out for the entire day playing down here and playing on this beach because it was a sandy beach and it was safe. It was a good environment to be on.
On a lovely sunny day, we'd go home, grab some sandwiches, grab a bottle of water or lemonade or something. We'd come straight down the beach and we would spend all afternoon down here whenever we possibly could. It's a happy place for me. It's always been a very happy place.
Qu'est-ce que vous pensez du fait que la plage est fermée?
It really, really upset me. I feel a part of our community is lost.
After moving back to Newhaven and finding the beach closed, it's not right.
I think it's devastating for people, younger generation, like my brother and sister, where they can't go on the beach, especially a sandy beach, really. The nearest sandy beach is probably miles away.
And it doesn't make any sense. I don't understand why this can't be a relationship between a working port and the community, and that we should all be able to access this with an understanding together, and it wouldn't happen in France.
Obviously, for the whole community, it's a tremendous asset, and it's something that we've lost, and I just think it's a great tragedy.
This beach is markedly more safe than the other beaches around here because there isn't such a drop going into the sea. So I feel very sad that it's closed and my children can't access it.
Upset, angry, disappointed that someone could make a decision like that without even thinking about what this place could mean to somebody like me or anyone else that's here. I can almost see in my mind's eye, you know, myself or my sister running along here, jumping over the waves, you know, even as the ferry came in, you know, with the terrible tsunami that happens when the ferry comes in. We used to wait for that ferry every day. The old blue Senlac ferry used to come in, and there would be a herd of children running towards the water just so they could jump over those waves. I wish they could see that, I really do. So I can't help but feel some kind of a happiness down here when I'm here, so it's just the way it is. She's a lovely old girl, and she's part of all of us. I hope she continues to be as well.
Que penseriez-vous si une société anglaise venait en Normandie et dressait des clôtures pour empêcher les gens d'aller sur vos plages? Comment les gens de Dieppe, de Fécamp ou du Tréport réagiraient-ils? Nous pensons qu'ils éprouveraient les mêmes sentiments que nous, la colère et la tristesse, et nous sommes convaincus qu'ils réagiraient de la même façon que nous. Depuis que la plage a été fermée, il y a beaucoup de manifestations de la part des habitants de Newhaven contre sa fermeture, exigeant qu'elle soit rouverte. Vous n'avez peut-être pas été conscient de ces faits, étant si loin de l'autre côté de la Manche.
Give us back our mistake. The people of this seaside town thinks it wasn't yours to take.
Quelle que soit la hauteur de vos clôtures, les gens de New Haven les franchiront. S'ils ne peuvent pas atteindre les marches, ils emploieront des échelles pour arriver à la plage. Ils ne renonceront jamais. Ils emploieront tous les moyens d'y accéder. Vos barrières ne les mettent pas en sécurité. Elles représentent pour eux un défi. Ne serait-il pas plus judicieux de laisser la plage ouverte et de bien réguler son accès? Les habitants de New Haven sont si contrariés et furieux au sujet de cette plage fermée que cela affecte ce qu'ils ressentent au sujet du port et des plans de NPP concernant le ferry et le parc éolien. Il leur est difficile de faire confiance à la centrale et ils se sentent incapables de soutenir ces projets. Quelle est votre réaction au sujet du port, des ferries et des projets que les propriétaires du port ont pour l'avenir?
Well, again, it makes no sense. They've completely alienated a community of over 17,000 people who could work together and they could make money from this area. It could still be a working port and they are losing a money opportunity. There could be a cafe down here, there could be a playground, they could be selling things and still making money, which could then be functional for the beach and for the port. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
I think they should ditch the ferry plans and go for opening the beach back up.
The port operator has a huge part to play in the town and needs to integrate with the community. And obviously, by closing the beach, they've pretty much ostracised themselves from the community.
The beach over there is where we go now. I understand that there are plans to develop that. And if that beach is lost, as well as this beach being lost, there will only be that beach over there on to the west. And that's a really quite dangerous beach over there. For me, they seem to be taking all of the amenity beach and leaving us with almost no beach. The children, my children, other children won't be able to access a safe beach here.
And, to lose one sandy beach and then feel everybody's going to use another sandy beach as well, it's going to be really devastating for people here in this community.
It was somewhere you could be proud to say, oh yeah, we've got a ferry that comes in and out. I used to love those ferries. But the actual company now, I feel more anger towards them because I don't think that they've ever taken into consideration the community's feelings or how we love this place or how we all come together as a community.
L'amertume qui règne au sein de la commune rend la vie locale difficile pour les employés de NPP. Avez-vous pensé à eux? Dans quel état d'esprit doivent-ils se rendre sur leur lieu de travail? Pouvez-vous l'imaginer?
I think that I wouldn't work for them and I feel that they should be embarrassed.
I wouldn't like to go in a pub and admit that I worked for them. Wouldn't be popular.
I probably have met people who work for MPP in New Haven, but I doubt very much they would ever say where they work because of the level of resentment and anger and hurt of every resident in not only New Haven. This isn't just a New Haven issue. It's Seaford next door. It's Peacehaven, and any people in any of those areas would be happy to meet someone from MPP who've stolen what is nature away from us.
I've actually got a friend who works for them, and he's considerably uncomfortable about the situation.
I think they must feel embattled, to be honest. They ought to be living with us rather than sort of fighting against us.
They're New Haven people as well, some of them, and I know that they feel very awkward. They're thoroughly nice people. I think it must be an incredibly difficult place to work. I wouldn't like to be in their shoes at all.
Si vous aviez une chose à dire aux membres du conseil d'administration de cette société, que leur diriez-vous?
Well, I think I'd probably say to them that my dad, who was a military man and brought me down here in the 50s as a little kid, he was in on the D-Day landings in Normandy. I would think that it would be very upsetting.
Listen to the people that live in the town, that have always lived in the town.
Just work with the community, you know, be human, be a business but also be a humanistic business and work with the people. We are more than happy to go halfway. Why can't you do the same?
Let people have their fun back in New Haven.
Open the beach. I enjoyed it as a child.
Come here. Come here and meet me. Come here. I will take you onto the beach and we'll have a nice glass of wine on the beach and maybe some sandwiches, and we will spend an evening down here, an afternoon down here even, and you will see that it is not just a place that you can close, it's not just some tidal little bit of sand, it's not just some little silted up port entrance, it is something that's really important to people like me and many other people. Come here and talk to me about it. Spend some time here. Don't make a decision from behind your desk. Yeah, you, behind your desk right now. Come here. Come here and talk to us as people. And everyone that's been involved in any of the decision making so far, I don't think has spent 1 second down on this beach, because that's obvious. That's the reason why the decisions that have been made the way they have. And I just find it very sad.
Give us back our beach. You're making a mistake. The people of this seaside town thinks it wasn't yours to take. Even if the blokes in suits don't believe it does, the sand belongs to us. The sand belongs